EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the Wetlands?
The swampland, the gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions.
Now down to the first tee as we get set here at the Wetlands. Par 5 opener. It's 660 yards, Frank.
Better put your thinking cap on here, Rich. Ideally, you want to play it as a 3-shot hole because there's a pond that protects the front right of this. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Whoa, that is long.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway.
Second shot.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing.
Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
2 bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor. And that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Fairly straightforward par 4 now. The third at the Wetlands is 460 yards straight away.
It is 460 yards. It can be chopped down a lot of different ways. 300-yard tee shot, and it's only 160. But if you're a mere mortal, 280, 180, the hole becomes that much longer, that much harder.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. On the green, short, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Just a couple of feet. So 2 under early on. Wow, check this out, Frank. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards. This is a really cool hole.
It is. You tee off and that tee shot right across the swampland into a crescent-shaped green. And, of course, it is protected by that bunker that just cuts in. It doesn't give you very much depth on that middle line of the green. So if the pin's in the middle, that's when the hole plays its most difficult.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Has it, and he's 2 under par. Good look now at the 5th hole here at the Wetlands, par 5, and it's a good one, 635 yards.
That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Second from an excellent lie. Wow, what a shot. Doesn't even need the putt. On to the par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, getting set for this approach shot, our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just 5 feet left. Showed him to really play well, -5. Frank, now we get a crack at another par 5. The 7th is 592 yards.
And certainly reachable, especially with a tee shot that follows the shape of this fairway, which is slightly to the left. Good tee shot, you can get home. And those bunkers, if anything, are nicely placed on that left side of the green. Actually, to protect a shot that goes too far or too left.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. And now the second shot here at this par 5. What a nice shot, right on the green, and a pretty easy putt on the way. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, man.
And it just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And he's putting for birdie now. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Well, Rich, if he can make this one, add it to that string of birdies.
And generating some momentum now. Oh, yes, get in. 7 under par, another birdie. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards. Kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing.
Frank, that one is long and it is straight.
Well, in baseball, that's a home run. In golf, that is a huge advantage over everybody else that plays the game. You imagine just teeing up on every hole knowing that you've got 20 or plus yards over your fellow competitors? This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad.
Can you imagine if that kicks towards the bunker?
This is a 28-footer. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
So they'll tap in. That moves them to 8 under par, 2 straight birdies. Ready to go here on the backside. We're at the 10th at the Wetlands. We start with a par 3, 246 yards. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. What a sensational putt that was, Frank.
Unbelievable. Pace, line, everything to perfection.
Par 4 11, Frank, we're looking at 443 yards.
Yeah, the Wetlands golf course is a really good driving course. This is another example here, Rich, where The fairway's just wide enough to reward a good tee shot, and then those two bunkers don't really come into play. But Wetlands becomes very difficult when you just start to stray a little bit off the fairway. Then you start to see why those bunkers are put there. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
This is a 99-yard shot. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. I mean, this is amazing, Frank. He has knocked down every flagstick and a chance here for 6 birdies in a row.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. 6?
And minus 10 for the round. Par 5 12 here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club is 576 yards. First par 5 on this backside.
Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard. Second shot.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Big swing right there. Great result. Now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we go at the par 4 13, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
That's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long, straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Well, that just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. 14th hole here at the Wetlands, a dangerous par 3, comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
So a tester from 4 feet. This is one of the best rounds I've seen in a long time. And that is an 8th birdie on the day. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. He's gone for a little extra.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it. Rub the shamrock. Got away with getting in the bunker there.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, he's done it. That's an eagle right there. Tremendous effort. 16th hole at the Wetlands is a par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot, but this green heavily guarded by sand. So, good tee shot. Well, this one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
17th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. A nice little draw into this par 3, and that'll find the nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if you birdied 16, chance to birdie 17 as well.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well done. Back-to-back birdies. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit a 3-wood, 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Frankie seems to have found something. Already 2 birdies in a row and now another chance.
Yeah, it's all starting to flow here. This is really important. He's starting to play well, so finish it off here for 3 in a row.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.